welcome to this Yoga for Chaos class. This class is meant to ground you. If you are feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling scattered, if you're feeling stressed, this class is meant to really bring you back to your roots and focus on your breath. It's a time to give your mind some space to just shove the thoughts out of the way for a few minutes throughout your day, hopefully keeping that space within your mind so that your body can feel more at ease. You don't need any props for this class, but as always, if you find it handy having a block or a strap nearby, feel free to grab them now. Otherwise, meet me at the top of the mat. We'll come into tabletop pose. Hands under shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Inhale, arc the spine coming into our cow pose. Exhale, push the mat away from you. Scoop the belly around the back, coming into cat. Inhale and exhale. Continue with this, cat and cow, inhaling and exhaling. Or feel free to bring some torso circles into this, really opening up through the side body. The movement comes from the hips here if you're choosing to add the side body into it. And on your next inhale forward, change directions. Inhale forward again, find neutral, and release. Keep the belly drawing in. Inhale, lift the left arm out in front of you, palm facing towards midline. And inhale up the right leg, toes pointing down. Supporting the belly. Draw that low belly in so that we're not arcing through the spine here. Take a big breath in, reaching in opposite directions. Exhale, bend knee to elbow, elbow to knee. Scoop the belly. Inhale, adding in some unilateral balance here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale finds neutral again. Exhale, find your center. Engage through the core as you inhale, lift right arm up, palm pointing towards midline, and then left leg lifts up, toes pointing towards the floor. Inhale here. Exhale, reach in opposite directions. Root into the left hand. Inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee, knee to elbow, really scooping around. Inhale forward, reach. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, reach and extend. Exhale, scoop it all in, round as a ball. Inhale, last time. And exhale. Good, come to find neutral position here. And we'll just step into a plank position. Lift the hips up into a downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet here. So feet are hip distance apart. Hands are shoulder distance. Spread through the palms and open the toes wide like you're spreading your feet like fingers. Bend the knees, pull the hips away, look forward, and just gently walk up to the front of the mat. Plant through the feet, big toe knuckles touching or feet hip distance apart. Inhale, hands to shins, look up and lengthen. Exhale, fold forward, let the head drop. Inhale, sweep all the way up to standing straight, strong legs. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up, look up. Exhale, dive forward. Feel rooted through the feet here. It's going to bring you back to your roots. Inhale, hands to shins, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep all the way up again, hinging at the hips. So hips stay over top of the heels the whole time. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, sweep up. One more of those. Exhale, dive the body forward. Inhale, hands to shins, look up and lengthen. And exhale, fold here. Coming into ragdoll. So we're going to stay here just for a moment, just bringing some peace and calmness to the body here. And that'll be the theme of the class. Just trying to release any reactive energy that the body may be holding on to right now. And with the head below the level of the heart, this is like an inversion, and inversions can be very, very calming to the nervous system. And as we fold forward, we're going inside. We're going internal. Inhale, hands to shins, look up, lengthen. Pull the outer hips back. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands, step your body back into a plank position. Glide the body forward, bend at the knees, let the knees drop to the ground, lower the body in between the hands, elbows tight to the body. Extend through the tops of the feet. Inhale for your baby cobra. Reach the heart forward as the tailbone reaches towards the back of the mat. Exhale, fold. Push into your hands and knees. Coming back up, tuck those toes. Find your plank position first. Shoulders over top of the wrists here, and then lift the hips up. Downward dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, step the right foot in between the hands, drop through the back knee. Sweep the body up for a low lunge. And feel grounded through all the points of contact meeting the floor right now. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step back into plank, lift the hips up, downward dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up and behind you. Bend the knee, way forward in plank, and plant that foot in between the hands. Sweep the arms up, coming into your low lunge. So hips pull back, and then feel like the right tailbone is drawing underneath you to open up deeper through the front of that hip. Exhale, fold the hands, plant, step back into plank. Lift the hips up, downward dog. One more time each side with that. Step the right foot in between the hands, drop the back knee. Inhale, sweep the arms up, pull the hips back. Inhale, exhale. Hands come through heart center and come into a lizard position here. So you can move the right foot over to the right just a little bit more to make space for the body. Both hands come to the inside of the right foot. So oftentimes when we're feeling really charged or feel stressed or panicked, we tend to house a lot of those negative emotions in the hip and pelvis area. So by clearing out some of that, it can help us feel more light and free and calm. So we're just going to hang out here for a moment. Send your breath to whatever sensation you're feeling. If it feels good, you can come down onto your elbows, getting a deeper stretch. And for some of us, maybe we point the toes out to the corner of the right side of the mat and maybe come onto the knife edge of the pinky toe edge side of the right foot. So if you're on your hands, great, stay there. And if even getting on your hands on the floor is difficult, if you're super tight in the hips, then you can stay up here with hands on your knee. Go to where you feel a stretch. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more breath in and out. Good. Heel toe that foot back to center. Plant the hands, step back into plank. Glide and lower, knees to the ground. You can bring the body in between the hands. Inhale, extend the toes on the ground. Cobra. Exhale down. Tuck the toes, bend the knees, come up through tabletop into your downward dog. 1 cleansing breath in. And deep breath out. Step the left foot in between the hands. Drop the back knee. Inhale, pull the hips back. Pull the right tailbone underneath you. Look up. And exhale, hands through heart center. Heel toe that left foot over to the left side of the mat just a bit. Coming into our lizard pose. And as you stay here, just repeat the affirmation, I am peaceful, I am calm, to yourself. I am peaceful on the inhale. I am calm on the exhale. See if you can stick with that mantra throughout the rest of the class. Maybe come to the pinky toe edge side of the left foot, maybe coming down onto the elbows, just going to where you feel a stretch, but please don't force yourself into a pose that your body is not allowing you to get into today. By forcing ourselves into shapes that we're not quite ready for, it really takes the yoga out of the pose. So it's contradicting what we're trying to do. Inhale, back up. Find center with the left foot. Plant the hands to frame the foot. Step back into plank. Lift the hips up, downward facing dog. Pivot the left foot to a 45-degree angle. So the big toe, if you were looking at a clock, would be pointing to 11 o'clock. Keep that big toe at the 45-degree angle. It does not matter if the heel comes up or down. Step the right foot forward, however you need to. Maybe help it along with the right hand up to behind the wrist line. Inhale, sweep the body up for warrior one. Exhale, hands through heart center. Interlace the hands behind the back. Look up. Exhale, fold to the inside of the right leg, coming into humble warrior. Bring the hands overhead what you can. This is a great place for a strap if you find it hard to reach the hands overhead. Inhale, come on back up. Spin back that parallel the back foot so it's parallel to the back edge of the mat. Heel toe right foot over to the left a little bit more for warrior two. Flip the right palm, exhale. Left hand slides down the left shin for reverse warrior. Feeling rooted and grounded. Grounding all that pent up energy that might be flowing through you. Inhale, back up through center. Exhale, glide the upper body past the front knee, then bring elbow to knee or fingertips to the inside of the right foot or place them on a block. Inhale, left hand reaches up to the sky. Option here, spin that thumb up, spin pinky finger towards the ground as you extend the arm overhead for our extended side angle pose. Inhale and exhale. Draw the right bum underneath you a little bit more. Pull the low ribs in, low belly in. So from the fingertips all the way out through the pinky toe edge side of the left foot should make one straight line. Inhale, come all the way back up through warrior two. Exhale, windmill down. Plant your hands, come to the ball of the back foot, step back into plank here. Glide the body past the wrists, drop the knees, come down into your cobra. Inhale, up cobra or upward dog. Exhale, release. Push into hands and knees, come up, downward dog. Inhale, pivot the right foot to 45 degrees. So the big toe is pointing to 1 o'clock on a clock this time. Doesn't matter if heel is touching or not. That toe stays at that 45-degree angle. Step the left foot behind the left wrist. Inhale, sweep the arms up, come all the way up. If you're wibbling and wobbling here, just move the left foot over to the left a little bit more, widening your base of support. Exhale, hands through heart center. Interlace the hands with the funny pinky finger on the bottom this time. Look up, And exhale, dive body into the inside of the left foot. Bring the arms overhead what you can. Pull the left bum in towards midline. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, back up through center. And then preparing for our warrior two. So parallel that back foot to the back edge of the mat. Heel toe left, heel over to the right just a bit so that you have heel to arch alignment. Gaze over the left fingertips. Inhale. Exhale. Flip the left palm. Right hand slides down the right shin, coming into your reverse warrior. So we're doing lots of warrior poses in this class today as a sign for protection. Protection for ourselves, protection for one another. Inhale, back up through center. Exhale, Parsvakonasana, our extended side angle pose. Reach the arms past the front knee. Keep a deep bend in that front knee and bring your hand placement down wherever you did on the other side. Inhale, right arm sweeps up, or exhale, thumb faces up, pinky finger faces down. Inhale. Exhale. Pull the low ribs in, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, come all the way up into warrior two. Gaze over the left fingertips. And exhale, windmill the body down. Come to the ball of the back foot, step back, and lift the hips up into downward dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, step right foot in between the hands. And step the back foot in about a foot, paralleling that back foot to the back edge of the mat. So we have heel to toe, heel to arch alignment again, but a shorter stance. Inhale, sweep the arms up, straighten through both legs, coming into triangle pose. Kick the hips to the back of the mat, extend a flat body towards the front of the mat. So trying to lengthen through the underside body. Let the right hand fall to the shin. Lift the left arm up for triangle pose. Inhale. Exhale. More weight into the big toe side of the right foot. Even weight. Then look down at your front foot, bend through the front knee, bring your fingertips about a foot in front of the right foot to the pinky toe edge side, so just outside the foot. A good place to use a block here as well, because we're gonna suck in that right glute, propel onto that right foot, opening up the top hip, coming into half moon. Left arm reaches up, flex through the left foot. Find the length in the underside body. Maybe gaze up towards the left thumb. Or keep your balance looking at the floor. Last breath in and out. The inhale, we come all the way up, pop up on a straight leg, finding our star pose here. And exhale, windmill down. Step back into plank, find your version of plank here. Lift up, downward dog. Inhale, step left foot in between the hands. Step the right foot about a foot up and parallel that back foot to the back edge of the mat. Left heel to arch alignment. Inhale, sweep up. And exhale, two straight legs as you kick your hips to the back of the room, body to the front. And drop the left hand on the shin, a block, the floor, wherever it lands. Draw the left shoulder back, right arm up in line with the right shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. Find even weight here, some more weight into the big toe edge side of the foot. Then exhale, look down at the front foot, bend through the front knee, bring your hand a foot in front of the left foot, coming into half moon. Inhale, flex through the right foot. Exhale. Keep that left glute pulling in towards midline, so it's right underneath you and it's engaged. Gazing up at the right thumb. Exhale. Look down at the front foot and just come to bring your right foot to meet the left, standing at the front of the mat. Bend through both knees, coming into Utkatasana, chair pose. Feel strong here. find the release in the pose. Hands come through heart center, folding forward here. Inhale, heel toe the feet open to hip distance apart. Interlace the hands behind the back. Bend through the right knee, extend the hands overhead. Keep the left leg straight. Inhale, straighten through both legs. Bend through the left knee and straighten through the right. Maybe bringing left shoulder towards the right knee. Good place for a strap here as well if you need it. Inhale forward, lengthen through both legs, release the hands. Bring the peace fingers around the big toes. Bend through the knees. Make sure knees are pointing forward over top of the middle toes. Reach the heart forward. Exhale, fold forward what you can with a flat back. Now, if you're trying to straighten your legs and your back is rounding, then just keep a bend in the knees and work at lengthening through the back. This is really about lengthening through the spine, not getting the legs straight. But if your legs are straight, scoop the belly up and in and make sure your belly does not leave the thigh connection. Inhale, reach forward, look up and lengthen. Exhale, bring your hastas under your padas. Hasta is hands, padas are feet in Sanskrit. Coming into it. Again, inhale, look up and lengthen. And exhale, massage out those feet with those toes. Lengthen what you can. Inhale, reach the heart forward. Exhale, release. And bring the feet wide, almost as wide as the mat, toes pointing out, coming into malasana. Let the hips drop. And feel free to sit on a block here if you'd like, if your ankle mobility isn't allowing you to get all the way down to the floor. Really just want to be in a place where your knees are not collapsing in and the arches are collapsing in. Even weight through the feet. Broaden through the heart. Push the knees open wider with the triceps. Good. Then step back to about a third of the way down your mat. Bring your hands forward in that deep squat, coming into bekasana, crow pose. So hands are shoulder distance here. You lean the weight forward, bringing the knees into the armpits, onto the triceps, as close up to the armpits as you can. Then maybe lifting one or both feet. If your feet are lifted, pull the heels in towards the bum. Work at extending through the spine and lengthening through the arms. Belly draws up and in. And then exhale, either step back or shoot yourself back. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, lift those hips. Tuck the toes, downward dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale forward. Come all the way down onto your belly. Interlace the hands behind you. Inhale, lift the upper body and the lower body off the floor, reaching the heart towards the front of the mat, and the pubic bone is driving into the mat. Tailbone reaches to the back of the mat. Legs are strong. Squeeze the inner thighs. And exhale, lower all the way down. Just bring your hands under your head for a moment. Turn your head to one direction and just find your breath. And find your mantra again. I am peaceful. I am calm. And turn your head to the other side. Good. Then bring your hands underneath the shoulders. Push yourself back and come to sit in a seated position with your legs extended. Legs extend out in front of you, one straight line, toes pointing up. Inhale, look up and lengthen, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold the body forward, holding around the pads of the feet, or another great place for a strap if you're using one. Inhale, find length, and exhale, fold forward, gazes at the big toes. Engage through the thighs here. So some of those stronger standing poses help to ground us and root us and bring us back to our center. But they're also very strength-based, so it helps to release some of that energy so we can make space for clarity and calmness. Inhale, come all the way up, and exhale. Come to rock over your shin bones here. Find yourself into downward dog. Bring your right knee to the outside of the right wrist, coming into pigeon pose. Extend left leg behind you. Make sure there's no tweakiness in the right knee here. So if you are feeling any pain in the knees, I'd like you to come into supine pigeon where you lay on your back and you're in a figure 4 position with your ankle crossed over top of the thigh. Do what feels good for you. And we'll just settle in, slowing things down. Come down onto your elbows, maybe make a pillow with your hands, resting your forehead on your hands. Just turning inward. Try not to fidget. Release tension. And slowly inhale as you come all the way back up. And just swing that left leg around to the front. Rock over your shin bones. Find yourself back into downward dog. Preparing for the other side. Bring the left knee to the outside of the left wrist. And set it up for pigeon on the other side. And if you were supine on the other side on your back, take that now. Come down onto your hands or elbows, or just stay up on your hands if you need to, it's fine. Go to wherever you find a stretch. I am peaceful. I am calm. On your next inhale, slowly walk the body back up. Come to seated, swing that right leg around, and come to lay onto your back. Pull your right knee in, and then cross it over to the left side, coming into a supine twist. You can cactus the right arm, or extend it straight out in line with the shoulder. Gaze over the right shoulder. Inhale the body back up through neutral. Make sure you're one straight line before we switch sides. Bend up the left leg. Pull that knee in towards the chest. Then hold on to the outside of the knee, cross that knee to the right. And then cactus the left arm looking over left shoulder, or the arm can be straight. Just letting the body surrender now. Inhale, come all the way back up. And lengthen the legs out in front of you, preparing for Shavasana. So palms face out, let the toes fall open, shoulder blades draw underneath the back. Relax the space between your eyes. Relax the jaw. And see where you can just melt even further into the earth. Just let everything go. Let the breath go. Let the body go. And let the mind go. Stay here as long as you'd like. If you're joining me, gently wiggle your fingers and your toes. Take a soft breath in, clearing breath out. And gently roll onto your left side. And keep this sense of peace and centeredness as you push yourself up to a seated position, crossing one shin in front of the other. And your hands come to heart center in prayer position. And without attaching any judgment or stories to your thoughts or body, just take notice. Where were you able to create space or bring the energy down? Where do you feel it most? And bring your hands to your forehead, thanking yourself for taking this pause in your day, reminding us all to be clear in our thoughts, words, and actions as we go about our day. And bowing forward, the divine in me meets the divine in you. Namaste. Thanks for practicing with me today, as always. I hope you feel a little more rooted and energetically grounded within the nervous system so that you can continue your day with control and ease. And remember the mantra as you continue through the day: I am peaceful, I am calm. You've got this. See you next time.